Recognition of the 13th day of Black History Month, we will shine a light on Black disabled attorneys Claudia Gordon and Haben Girma. They use their education as lawyers to propel disability rights and make the movement as accessible and inclusive as possible. Claudia Gordon is the first Black deaf woman attorney in the United States. She received her bachelor's degree from Howard University, HU, and her law degree from American University. And she's a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority and a former fashion model. After she experienced discrimination for being deaf, this inspired her to pursue a legal career and become a champion of change for people with disabilities, and this led her to a position in the White House under President Obama's administration as the Associate Director of Public Engagement and Intergovernmental Affairs. She also intimately advised President Obama about disability rights and public policy. Personally, I was inspired by Claudia when I saw her speak as a college student at the White House during their Americans with Disabilities Act anniversary event. She was the first accomplished Black disabled woman I'd ever met. When you're young, disabled, and Black, you can feel isolated when the only other disabled person you meet who looks like you is you. You can feel isolated, like you're the only other disabled person you've ever known. This changed when I met Claudia Gordon because I could finally see somebody like me, which is why representation matters so much, and positive representation. So this Black Disabled History Month campaign is so important for that reason. Another Black disabled woman who has set the world ablaze is an attorney named Haben Girma. She is the first deaf and blind person to graduate from Harvard Law School. You heard me right. She is both deaf and blind. She too was inspired by experiencing ableism in education to pursue a legal career. Haben has been a model of service since she was a teenager when she volunteered in Mali, working to assist in building schools. She has always been an advocate, and later in life served as a staff attorney at Disability Rights Advocates. She represented the National Federation of the Blind and a Vermont litigant in a high-profile lawsuit against Scribd, which is an e-book and audiobook company that violated the Americans with Disabilities Act, otherwise known as the ADA, by not offering access to blind readers as required by the law. This decision in this landmark case ruled that the ADA applies to online businesses as well, according to the U.S. District Court of Vermont. Haben's dedication to opening more opportunities for the disabled community didn't end in the courtroom. It's expanded to making our society more accessible through technology. She has worked to advance assistive and digital technology availability for people with disabilities. This brought her to the White House as well, where she communicated with then President Obama through Braille keyboards. And when she's not changing the world, traveling, or meeting with global leaders, Haben does many of her favorite things, which include surfing, kayaking, and rock climbing. She proves that nothing is out of the reach of people with disabilities when accessibility barriers are broken down. You can read more about her incredible work in her memoir, Haben, the Deaf-Blind Woman Who Conquered Harvard Law. Remember, Black disabled women matter. Claudia Gordon and Haben Girma prove this daily through their advocacy.